Okay, so let's talk about an AI tool that's, well, it's totally different. It's not like the ones you're probably used to. It's powerful, it's free to use, and honestly, if you get this right, it could completely change how you work with information. For real. You know that feeling, right? We've all been there. You ask something like ChatGPT a question, and it spits back this super confident answer that's just completely made up. It hallucinates, it invents facts, and you're left thinking, wait, is this even true? It can be so frustrating. But what if there was a totally different approach?
And this right here, this is the core difference. Think about it. A general AI, it's pulling from the entire messy, sometimes totally wrong internet. But Notebook LM, it's what we call grounded. It only uses the sources you give it. That's it. So the answers you get are super specific, they're actually relevant to you, and the best part, you can check every single one of them.
So this completely flips the script. You're not just a user anymore. You're actually building your own personal AI expert. You're the one in control. You're taking that huge pile of articles, videos, and random notes you have, and you're turning it into something you can actually use. Focused, actionable insight.
Okay, so let's break down that term I just used, grounded AI. What does that actually mean? The best way to think about it is like this. Imagine you have a personal librarian, right? But this librarian has only read the specific books you've handed them. That's it. They can't just go grab some random book off another shelf. They can't make something up. Their entire universe is limited to the information you decided was trustworthy. That's what grounding does. It stops the AI from just inventing stuff.
So how do you actually master this thing? It's actually pretty simple. We're going to follow this powerful 3-step path. Curate, learn, and act. That's it. Get these 3 things down, and I'm telling you, you're going to unlock the real power of this tool.
All right, let's dive into step 1, which is honestly the most important one. Curate. This is your foundation. Everything else is built on this. It's simple, really. The quality of the answers you get out is 100% dependent on the quality of the sources you put in. You've heard it before, garbage in, garbage out. It has never been more true than it is here. And this quote really nails the number one mistake people make. They treat it like Google. They just dump in a bunch of random links and hope for the best. That's not how it works. The whole point is to be selective. You have to really think about your sources, vet them, and build a knowledge base that you actually trust.
And the cool thing is, you can build this knowledge base from pretty much anything. We're talking PDFs, documents, links to websites, even YouTube videos. You can connect it to your Google Drive, or just copy and paste text. You can even upload images. And, this is super cool, you can upload your own voice notes, like right from your phone.
Okay, so you've done the hard work. You've curated your sources, you've built your trusted knowledge base. Now we move on to step 2, learn. This is the fun part. This is where you stop just storing information and you start actually transforming it into real understanding, into new ideas. And where does it all start? It starts with a conversation, right there in the chat window. But here's the key. You're not talking to the internet. You're having a direct conversation with your stuff. Your documents, your videos, your notes. You can ask super specific questions and get answers pulled only from the material that you put in there. And this is where it gets really, really powerful. You can give it custom instructions like, act as an expert coach, and it'll change its whole tone. Every single answer it gives you comes with citations, little numbers you can click to see exactly where it got that information. And if you need to really drill down, you can do a selective chat, telling it, hey, only look at this specific document or this one video to find that tiny detail you're searching for. So the chat is awesome for asking questions and getting analysis. But the real magic, the part that makes you go, whoa, that happens in a place called the studio. This is where you don't just learn from your knowledge, you actually start to transform it. Like, check this out. You can literally ask it to turn your notes into a custom podcast. It'll write out the whole script for you. It can even stage a debate between 2 different points of view that it finds in your own source material. How cool is that? Or what if you need to explain something visually? No problem. It can generate a script and a storyboard for an animated explainer video. It'll even create an AI host for you, and you can pick a style, like, say, anime. It can also pull out all the key data points from your research and design a really nice, shareable infographic. I mean, perfect for taking something complex and making it easy to understand at a glance. And get this, it can even create an entire slide deck for you, a full presentation. Titles, bullet points, graphics, the whole thing, all based on the core ideas you've already fed it. Okay, so all of that brings us to the final and I think most overlooked step, and that is to act. This is the whole point, right? This is where you take all this amazing synthesized knowledge and you actually do something with it. You turn it into something real. And I absolutely love this quote. Knowledge is completely wasted unless you actually use it. It's just so true. I mean, learning new stuff is great. It's fantastic. But it's just the start. The real goal is to apply it, to build something, to create something, to share what you figured out with the world. So what does that actually look like? Well, it could mean finally getting over writer's block because you have it scripted out your next video based on all your research. It could be going from just a vague idea to a solid business plan because all your points are backed up by the market data you uploaded. Or maybe it's turning that mountain of dense articles into a perfectly structured outline for your research paper, or building a training guide for your team. This is where all that knowledge you have becomes a real tangible asset. You see, when you put all these pieces together, the curating, the learning, the acting, you're not just managing information anymore. You're building a true second brain, a real dynamic partner that's helping you think better, create faster, and understand things on a much deeper level. So if there's one thing to take away, it's this 3-step path. Remember it. First, you curate trusted sources. You do it on purpose. Second, you learn from them with all those powerful tools. And finally, you act on what you've learned to create something real and valuable. And that really just leaves one final question. I want you to think about this. Imagine you had an AI assistant that was a perfect mirror of your hand-picked knowledge, an expert on exactly the things you care about. What problems could you solve with that? What amazing ideas could you finally bring to life? What will you create when your AI knows exactly what you